Hello everyone, I'm Kirishma Priya here. My teammates and me decided to give a speech on fast food leads to obesity. So I would like to talk about what health problems can occur due to fast food consumption. Here goes the long list. Eat healthy, live healthy is one of the essential requirements of happy life. Unfortunately, today's world has been adapted to a system of consumptions of foods, which has several adverse effects on health. Lifestyle changes has compelled us so much that one has so little time to really think what we are eating, is that right or not? Globalization and urbanization have greatly affected one's eating habits and forced many people to consume fancy and high-calorie fast food, popularly known as junk food. There is a causal relationship between fast food and the prevalence of obesity. Not only that, the convenience and low prices associated with fast food compel people to opt for restaurant meals instead of cooking at home. The fundamental argument is that proximities to fast food restaurants increase the risk of suffering from obesity since they are involved in the sale of sugar-sweetened food. Fast foods usually target children, increasing childhood obesity and disappearance of healthy food make fast food as the best alternative to healthy diet. Then, fast food result in increased addiction because they are convenient and also cheap. We can buy fast foods at anywhere. We can search for it. For example, fast food addiction reduces health breakfast consumptions for working people. Fast food have questionable nutrition contents which increase the risk of become obese when a person is addicted to fast food. The main high health problem will occur when constant consumption of fast food is becoming diabetic patient and having heart failures, which are health conditions associated with obesity. Fast food diet comprises of high saturated fat and calories that are served in large portions. This increases the culture of overeating, resulting in obesity through high calorie intake. Consuming fast food twice a week increasing the risk of obesity by 50%. First and foremost, fast food will affect on digestive and cardiovascular system. Most of the fast food, including drinks and sides, are loaded with carbohydrate with little to no fiber. When your digestive system breaks down this food, these carbs are released as glucose into your bloodstream. As a result, your blood sugar increases. Your pancreas responds to the surge in glucose by releasing insulin. Then, insulin transports sugar throughout your body to cells that need it for energy. As your body uses or stores the sugar, your blood sugar returns to normal. This blood sugar process is highly regulated by your body. As long as you are healthy, your organ can properly handle the sugar spikes, but frequently eating high amounts of carbs can lead to repeated spikes in your blood sugar. Over time, these insulin spikes may cause your body's normal insulin response to falter. This increases your risk for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Not only that, fast food will also affect on the reproductive system. The ingredients in junk food and fast food may have an impact on your fertility. One study found that processed food contained phthalates. Phthalates are chemicals that can interrupt how hormones act in your body. Exposure to high levels of this chemical could lead reproductive system, including birth defect, effect on the then effects on the integumentary system, which includes skin, hair, and also nails. The foods you eat may impact your skin's appearance, but it might not be the food you suspect. In the past, chocolate and greasy foods like pizza have taken the blame for acne breakouts. Carbohydrate-rich foods leads to blood sugar spikes, and these sudden jumps in blood sugar levels may trigger acne. Discover food that help fight acne. Children and adolescents who eat fast food at least 3 times a week are also more likely to develop eczema. Eczema is a skin condition that causes irritated patches or inflamed, itchy skin. Effect on the skeletal system, which is bones, and carbs and sugar in fast food and processed food can increase acid in your mouth. This acid can break down tooth enamel. As tooth enamel disappears, bacteria can take hold and cavities may develop. Not only that, obesity can also lead to complications with bone density and muscle mass. People who are obese have a greater risk for falling and breaking bones. It's important to keep exercising to build muscle, which supports your bones, and maintain a healthy diet to minimize bone loss. Last but not least, if you eat more fast food, you will be constipated. Dietary fiber, such as commonly found in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, plays a dominant role in the digestive system. Then fiber help your digestive tract working properly as it push out the waste out of the body. It can help lower cholesterol and keep blood sugar levels normal.
Hello guys, so I'm Thenmalar and I'm going to talk about what harm can obesity do to our health. Alright, so I'm going to talk about what harm can obesity do to our health. So these days fast food is one of the major things that the teenagers and adults go and find for it. It's like literally everywhere. Fast food is now available at everywhere, every corner of the world. So what can fast food do to our health? So basically, fast food is one of the major reasons why obesity happens during the young age. Even children since 5 years or 6 years old have had obesity nowadays. So obesity, overweight, means excess body weight or body fat that is considered as unhealthy. Obesity is not healthy. Being fat is not healthy. It is unhealthy because it leads to many chronic diseases and any other dangerous diseases. Obesity increases the risk of diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, heart failure, and stroke, and even death at the early age. So obesity can also be the reason for disability of nerve defeats, blindness, and all. Looking at this harm, definitely obesity is very dangerous thing. Yeah. First, I'm gonna talk about diabetes. As you all know, diabetes is one of the disease where the pancreas stops functioning and it stops giving insulin to our body. So when we consume food, the glucose in the food doesn't get balanced by the insulin. So we have to take pills, either pills or insulin. It's either type 1 or type 2. But obesity is the major cause for diabetes type 2, which is taking pills. It can happen during the young age, both young and so people who are affected by obesity or severe obesity are about 70% more likely to get diabetes type 2. Diabetes type 2 can lead to high blood pressure, kidney disease, kidney failure, heart failure, liver failure, blindness, nerve defects, and etc. So, as you all know, diabetes is not a joke because when you have diabetes and it's not under your control, it leads to many other dangerous diseases such as heart failure, nerve defects, stroke, and all. So, when you have diabetes because of obesity, you have to take insulin regularly or you have to take pills regularly. You cannot skip your diabetes medicine such as insulin and the pills. The effect might not be as soon as you stop taking your pills, because the effect will happen in the future. It will destroy, literally it will destroy your future. When your kidney failures, you have to go dialysis, and you have to be always under the treatment. You cannot do any other work, your studies, your works. It's all going to be spoiled because of diabetes. So do not skip your medicine if you have diabetes. Second, I'm gonna talk about hypertension. Again, obesity is the major risk factor for high blood pressure, or it can be called as hypertension. As you all know, hypertension is something that related to blood, that the blood doesn't flow properly to your brain and heart. So to take the pills is very compulsory. You have to take regularly without skipping. As diabetes and hypertension are more likely to be same, because the effects when you stop taking the pills is gonna be same. So survey says 3 out of 4 hypertension cases are related to obesity. So hypertension can also lead to heart failure and heart disease such as the artery and the way to oxygen. It might affect by hypertension, because when your blood doesn't flow properly through your body, it can lead to many other diseases such as diabetes, such as stroke, heart disease, heart failure, kidney disease, and all. So hypertension is also not a joke. When you have hypertension, consult a doctor, follow the medicine they prescribe. It is very important to take care of our own body, because nobody else going to take care your body when you have disease. Only you have to have the responsibility to take care of yourself, because end of the day it is all about you. Yeah. So third, I'm gonna talk about cancer. This might be shocking to know, but this is the fact. Obesity can increase the risk for cancer, all type of cancer, like thyroid cancer, breast cancer, blood cancer, bone cancer, and all. Obesity could also lead to have cancer and high risk for death from cancer. Yes, this is the very shocking part, death from cancer, because nowadays people who have cancer can heal and they can survive now with the modern medicine like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and all. So when you have obesity, it increases the risk factor for cancer, and it also increases the chances for death from cancer. So this is not a normal type of cancer. Survey says that cancer affects more than 500,000 lives per year in the United States alone, only at the United States, not the overall world. Obesity is believed to cause up to 90,000 cancer deaths per year. It's not 90,000 cases, but 90,000 deaths per year. The amount is really huge. For people with severe obesity, the death rate increases for all type of cancer. Also, the death rate is 52% higher for men. And obesity is definitely not an easy thing to look up. If you have obesity, it is your responsibility to take a good care of it. So parents have to plan their children's meal according to their taste and also to according to the nutrition facts, so that children can eat healthy food and can prevent from obesity. Obesity at the young age is even more dangerous than obesity at the teenage and adult, for teenagers and adults. So fast food is the major reason why obesity happens nowadays. So parents have to be disciplined for choosing their food for children. So parents have to be very strict when it comes to choosing their food. Parents do not let their children just go and get their own food, because end of the day it is the children who gonna suffer from having this obesity and other chronic diseases. So yeah, thank you, that's all from my part.
Thank you, Kirishma and Thenmalar, for mentioning about the negative effects caused by fast food. In my part of my speech, I'm going to talk about the alternatives for fast food. You can actually rustle up a number of fast food alternatives in a minute. For people who don't know, I am going to give you some suggestions. First of all, why do people eat fast food? As I interviewed some people, I got to know that the most people tend to eat fast food during traveling or while they're in a hurry for something else. Have you guys ever done this? Like, you'll be on a highway to somewhere and you'll be in a sudden hunger. So you'll be dropping down the nearby fast food restaurant at the nearby R&R. This is actually a norm for people around Malaysia, as there are many fast food restaurants at every R&R, mostly every R&R. This is actually a business strategy created by the franchise owners to attract people to eat their fast food. So, moving on to the next part. First and foremost, the most easiest way to avoid eating fast food while traveling is by eating before you get on the road. Get yourself some good food at home before you head to the road. This might help you to avoid being hungry while you travel. You can also pack some hot homemade food for you, like curry puffs, bread toast, sandwiches, or any other easy dishes to make. This will help you to withstand the hunger before you reach your destination, or while you reach your destination. Rather than that, instead of grabbing fast food before going out, you can actually prepare yourself an insulated cooler before heading to the road. An insulated cooler can either be a bag or a container based on your comfortability level. Low-fat milk, water, or even 100% fruit juice can be stored in it, but you should always be aware of the calories on the drinks other than milk. Take that cooled milk and douse it over a whole grain cereals that come in their own single serve cups. That can be a great snack or a part of a meal when you're in transit. You can even do a salad and store it in the cooler. You can cut veggies or washed baby carrots and cherry tomatoes, and also sliced bananas, apples, grapes, and pears to make it as a salad. Dip it into a container of low-fat yogurt and your salad is ready. Other single portion items for portable feeds might include peanut butter in a tube or a small tub to go with crackers or breadsticks, single serve cans of tuna with easy open tops and crackers, cans or cups of fruit packed in their own juice like lychee, or even dehydrated bean soups. You can actually get some hot water for it at a roadside restaurant. You may also store fresh fruit and vegetables along the ride, as they are one of the most important food we are missing out while traveling. Other than that, think about yourself. The most common reason you'll give to eat fast food. As per I interviewed some people, I got to know that people who eat fast food often give the reason that they don't have enough time to cook at home. My personal advice for them would be to try adjusting their schedule in order to get themselves some time to cook at home. They should prepare their mind that there is 24 hours in a day and they should find at least some time to cook for themselves. The world has developed so much. You can open the television and there are plenty of channels offering recipes for cooking at home. Or even you can open your smartphone and open YouTube app, as there are thousands of videos suggesting some of the easiest recipes to do at home. Food wishes, everyday foods, serious eat, Bon Appetit are some of the best cooking channels in YouTube that I might personally recommend to you. Another way to avoid fast food is by thinking about fast food in an unusual way. A study which was taken in 2013 shows that when people were practiced to think of their most craved fast food like McDonald's or Burger King in an incongruous way, the desire for it become lessened. As an example, when they start to crave for one of the particular fast food or the fast food they crave the most, they were asked to think about the negative sides of eating it, which was mentioned earlier by my teammates. And also, they might save the money for a better food next time or later. This thought helps them to keep themselves away from fast food. Some were even asked to imagine as if their fast food has been sneezed on to avoid eating it. These ways eventually worked out. You also might want to try these ways to find out an alternative for fast food. Here comes the most different part. For people who are called as foodies or stress eaters, should avoid eating fast food in a different way, as they eat fast food based on their own need. This is because there's almost always an emotional component behind cravings. Sure, you really need the brownie because you like the flavor, or your blood sugar is low and you need an energy boost. You are more likely to grab the Cheetos or leftover cookies when you're upset or stressed by something. These are some of the emotional components behind craving. Consider how maybe eating or drinking fast food as a way to stop feelings, distract yourself, or procrastinate. Try to be compassionate to yourself and do some gentle exploration about yourself. Practice redirecting yourself when you feel the urge to reach for fast food instead of doing what needs to be done or saying what needs to be said. Healthy stress management tools might include taking a walk or a run for almost maybe 3 times a week, doing yoga at least once a day, meditating for a few minutes whenever you feel stressed, taking some deep breaths whenever you feel stressed too, talking to a trusted friend or a family member and sharing your thoughts and opinions, doing something creative like painting, drawing, writing poems, or even writing stories, and also journaling. Experiment and find what works the best for you. If your stress feels overwhelming, talk to a doctor or a mental health professional or even your school consultant. They can offer emotional support and suggest other effective, healthy, non-food coping methods for you to overcome the addiction on fast food. These are some of the most easiest and simplest ways to avoid fast food that I might personally suggest to you. I hope that the suggestions I gave you has given you some hint on how to avoid fast food. I also hope that the negative effects caused by fast food, which were earlier mentioned by my teammates Kirishma and also Teno, has created awareness for you guys. It is up to you to decide whether to live between a happy and healthy lifestyle or a sick or an unwell lifestyle. The choice is yours, and that is all from me and my teammates. Thank you.